iHouse is unity. iHouse is harmony.
Thanks everyone for coming. Today I would like to tell you something you probably have never imagined about in iHouse. How challenging it is to live in iHouse. Almost half a year ago I came here. I was so excited for everything. I didn't know everything though. My parent and all of my friends told me you'll be fine in 3 months and you'll be able to speak English well by then. I was believing so too. I didn't know what would happen to me in Canada at this time. At the immigration, they asked me, "Why did you come to Canada?" But I just answered, "Alberta." And he just said, "Okay," and his face was like, but even though I was still happy because I thought I could communicate with him well. After that, I went to Subway, but I couldn't order what I wanted because the way to order is totally different from Japanese Subway. Then what I found was that there were spicy pickles in it. It was freaking spicy, so I cried. I was still excited about my new life. It was the beginning of the hell though. I arrived at iHouse at the barbecue. I was desperate to make new friends, but I realized something important. My English was so bad. It was terrible. After that, I started being afraid of speaking English and talking to people in iHouse. So for everyone in iHouse, going to kitchen is nothing. There's probably no struggle, right? It's pretty much the same as going to your own washroom. Have you ever hesitated to go to your own washroom? Maybe not. But going to kitchen was very difficult for me because I have to meet someone and communicate with them. I couldn't even go to my kitchen. The only thing I could do was to buy many salad and bread and eat them in my room. I really wanted to go back to home, to Japan, but I couldn't go back no matter how I struggled. So I decided to start cooking and going to kitchen. But then I had a trouble with a guy who would become my friend later. One day, I was just about to drink coffee. He asked me, "What are you drinking?" I said, "Coffee." But he said, "What?" And I repeated, "It's coffee." But he was confused. "And what is this? Let me know." I was saying in my mind, "Oh, people in Australia don't drink coffee." So I explained to him, "It's brown and everyone drinks every morning." He could finally tell what I was drinking. We laughed, but after going back to my room, oh, I can't pronounce even coffee. From that day on, I became so nervous. When I was asked, "Are you Japanese?" I felt they were making fun of me. I asked them how they could tell I'm Japanese. They were like, "Because of your accent. Everyone can tell I'm Japanese because of my accent." In the movie theater, everyone laughed except me because I couldn't get jokes. I was getting tired of speaking English and getting shamed as a Japanese. I couldn't be proud I'm Japanese anymore at this time. Even though I thought I loved Japan, whenever I can't answer a question from someone appropriately, I was saying in my mind, "Write them in papers, I can read English." Everything was so difficult for me, both inside iHouse and outside iHouse at this time. And in iHouse, there are many people from all over the world, even though the person whose first language is not English, but they can speak English well and can get along with others. I was good at making friends and I like talking with my friend in Japan, but I couldn't do these things in iHouse. So I was so disappointed. But think about it. Can you speak Japanese? Maybe you can't, because Japanese is one of the most difficult language in the world. We have two types of alphabet, hiragana and katakana, and we also have to study kanji. There are 15,000 kanji. I have some friends who dropped Japanese class. I asked them, "Why did you drop Japanese class?" They said, "Because there is kanji." we have to memorize all of them to live in Japan, and we need to spend 20 years to study our own language. But your alphabet has only 26. What did you do in school? Nobody will believe me, but I've studied English for 15 years. I started studying English in elementary school. But why can't I speak English? Because we only focused on reading and writing English. We've never studied how to speak and listen English. That's why we are struggling with talking in English and hesitating to speak English. From the day when I realized I don't have to be shamed as a Japanese, something changed in my life in iHouse. I became not hesitate to speak English and talk to people in iHouse. I also could enjoy event in iHouse. So I can say that all of event in iHouse are my good memories in Canada. It's been half a year since I came here. My English is not still so good, but I feel I'm lucky to be in here, in Canada. At first, I could say only, please teach me. But now I could get many friends and I could enjoy my life in here. I sometimes meet people who are interested in Japanese culture and Japanese food. Whatever they ask me about Japan, I'm so happy. I feel I'm like Japanese representative. So I think I'm getting over the hell. I could go to my kitchen and it's nothing special for you, I guess so, but it's a huge progress for me. What does it mean to us? I want you to recognize that things you can do easily may not be so easy to some others. Like just having coffee, just going to kitchens, just hanging out in lounges, just watching movies. These sound so easy to do, but there was at least one who couldn't do these things, such easy things. It's extremely frustrating and depressing for me that I had trouble with such easy things. As I told you today, I had experienced very tough time in iHouse, but I don't think I'm the only one. There should be some others who felt in the same way as I did. So I want you to pay attention to them and listen to them. It's very helpful to them and it'll be able to change something in their life in iHouse. I often hear people say Japanese are very shy. I don't think it's true. We are trying to our best to speak English and we want to get along with others in our community. So if you see anyone who is struggling with being our community, please remember my talk.
iHouse is unity. iHouse is harmony.